here she is. She is single and fun-loving.
Then something happens. It's called a kiss. It activates what scientists call marriage blood. This biological process is called wedding fever.
She is engaged. She is newly married.
She must know how to cook, know food. She must know how to set her table attractively. She must know clothes, how to buy and how to make them.
I'd like to be able to depend on somebody, be able to be a stay-at-home mom, I guess, part-time, so I need them to be responsible and hardworking. I don't know. I want them to be able to want kids.
I think that popular culture may reflect some underlying part of most people that want to end up in a long-term partnership, and that certainly our culture, I think, can influence the degree to which people may want to seek that out.
I really want that type of a marriage life, that type of a relationship life, because I like routine. I like to know what to expect from someone. I like to wake up in the morning and know what that person is most likely going to have for breakfast and how they take their coffee, and know what to expect from them when I get into an argument with them, how they're going to react. I find it comforting. I wouldn't say I have an intense desire to get married. My dad in the past tended to think so, so did my grandma. But then again, my grandma doesn't really have room to speak, because my grandma thinks that after dating for 6 months, you should be engaged, and after a year of that, you should be married. So, by my grandma's rules, I should be engaged already, and I've only known Charlie for 3 months.
Oh, wow.
I don't think so. But my friends, they're 50-50 too. Some of them think I'm a little intense and crazy. The other of them think that it's fine. Then again, the ones that think it's fine are the ones that tend to be engaged or married by now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. They're in your pack, in your gang of married women.
Yes. I don't know if there are many men out there that want the same type of relationship that I do. I know there's a few out there. I've run into them, but they're always too young, too old, or already taken.
Yeah.
They're not married yet, but in a relationship. I like being needed, being wanted. I like caring for people. I really like that role. I didn't really play that role with my family, but I have with my friends when they're sick, or when they're feeling down, or when they need help. I did with my cousins, same thing with them. And I kind of did with my dad and my grandma a little bit when I needed to take care of them.
If you're looking for a mate and you want to make a date with a girl that's never late, we're always at your service. Large and small ones every size. Some are dumb and some are wise. We don't have to advertise that we're always at your service.
I think that mass media absolutely does a pretty bad job at reflecting what a marriage is like or what a partnership's really like, and definitely characterizes how we may interact with each other. So I personally think the best reflection of a healthy married couple I've ever seen in media is the couple on the TV show Friday Night Lights, if you've ever seen that. I think that the coach and his wife on there are wonderfully reflective of a healthy marriage. I have never seen that anywhere else.
How do you guys feel about marriage?
Well, I believe in marriage, but it all depends on the person you're with and how well you know the person. The circumstances.
Find the right person. You gotta be ready.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine. I've been married 10 years, like I said. I like it.
I don't know. I don't want to get married. I'm scared of commitment, like being stuck with one person forever.
Well, my parents split up when I was like in the 6th grade, so I don't plan on getting married.
I think marriage is just an excuse to not be alone.
Yeah.
Same.
I think most of the women that you meet are pretty like, I want to get married, I want to get married, I want to get married. You don't?
No.
It's kind of like the next thing to do. You graduate high school, you go to college, you get married, and that's the happy ending.
Do you think when you watch movies that when like chick flick genre movie does it give you that feeling like, I want that?
Yeah.
Do you think that movies and media like push this idea of the woman is trying to get married, she wants that relationship?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Definitely.
So if that isn't true, why do you think that media is doing that?
Because people like to watch it. Whatever sells, they'll do.
Yeah, oh yeah. I think they're just doing more movies on like how cool it is to be single.
That's the truth.
No, I don't hold back about talking about marriage. Just because I've learned from the past that to talk about marriage itself can really, put strain on the relationship, especially when it's new. Talking about life together is different, things that you want together. So I like to focus more on that than just the marriage. So I hope that I have a good one here.
What do you think about this new guy?
I really like this new guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. He seems so far to be pretty damn perfect.
Yeah?
Yeah. Few flaws, but everybody needs a few flaws to keep them interesting.
We met at eharmony.com.
And how long had you been on eharmony.com?
I had been on eHarmony for about 2 weeks when she started messaging me.
I was only on there for a week.
For a week. And how long ago was that?
That was about 4 months ago.
That we actually met, but it was about 5 months ago that we were matched.
What was your guys' first date?
Our first date was, I picked her up from work. I brought her flowers too.
Pretty ones.
Pretty ones. Then we went to one of my favorite restaurants, P.F. Chang's.
He gave me all the leftovers.
Gave her all
No
the
guy
leftovers.
ever does that. I got all the leftovers.
And then we went to Top Shelf.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was really jealous when I walked out to the car and walked back in with flowers and leftovers, and every girl just turned to look at me, where did you meet him?
And so, why did you decide to go to eHarmony?
Well, eHarmony, why I decided to go eHarmony was it's just a community of people that want the same thing as me. They want to find basically the love of their life. Mm-hmm. It's just a community of people looking for a long-term relationship.
Marriage is a many-splendored thing. It's a beautiful union between two consenting adults who've submitted the correct forms to the government. But scientifically, what is marriage? And what's the reason for marriage?
Evolutionary psychologists believe that we've evolved 3 different sets of relationship systems that play into this. So the first is that we have some kind of sex drive, which creates us kind of an urgency for us to scan the environment to find people that we could be attracted to. The romantic love system is what helps us narrow down and focus on one person and really create a relationship. And then we have this longer term attachment part. So anybody who's been in a relationship more than a few years usually is in some homeostasis that isn't stars in the sky when we kiss and that sort of thing.
Oh, are we done?